Guys, what's going on? James here, and in today's video I wanted to start a little bit of what is going to be a series this week talking about some of the more important Buccaneers free agents that are pretty much priority re-signings for this team before the upcoming free agency period, and I want to talk about their futures with the team and whether they will or will not be re-signed, released, traded, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to get started with Adam Humphries. So it's pretty hard to deny the fact that Adam Humphries has been a very valuable part of this Buccaneers offense since he was brought in as an undrafted free agent by general manager Jason Licht. He has had a ton of chemistry with Jameis Winston through a very long revolving period of wide receivers. The only two constants have really been Adam Humphries and Mike Evans. We've seen guys like Deshaun Jackson, we've seen guys like Freddie Martino, Cecil Shorts, Bobo Wilson, and now Chris Godwin. He's probably going to stay long term as well, but it's always been Mike Evans and Adam Humphries. The Buccaneers already got the job done with Mike Evans. They signed him to a long-term deal. Is it now time to lock up Adam Humphries on a long-term deal? That is the question that we are answering today. And the first question you have to ask yourself when asking yourself the question of re-signing all of these guys that I'm going to be mentioning this week is, how much are they going to cost? Because right now the Buccaneers are very strapped for cash, so to speak. They have a lot of guys who are probably going to command a lot of money, and they don't have a lot of money to throw around. I believe they have somewhere along $5 to $15 million of cap space. It's not a lot under any circumstances. Now, you can make some moves to free up some cap space. Obviously, the situation with Deshaun Jackson and however that ends. You also have a lot of other cap casualties that I'm sure I'll be making an entirely different video talking about that situation as well. But regardless, a lot of these guys are going to cost a lot of money, and Adam Humphries is no exception. It has been rumored, I'm not going to speculate as to whether or not it is true or not, but it's been rumored that Adam Humphries wants somewhere in the ballpark of $8 million per year. Now that would be right up in line with the highest paid slot receiver in the league right now, which is Miami Dolphins slot wide receiver Albert Wilson. So really, you got to ask yourself the next question of, is Adam Humphries one of the best slot receivers in the league? And me personally, we are going to be a little bit biased as Bucs fans, but I would say, yeah, I think he is one of the better slot wide receivers in the NFL right now. And, it's a really unpopular opinion, but I have gone on the record saying this. I even just said this in a live stream very recently. I would not mind paying Adam Humphries $8 million a season. Obviously, I know that's a lot of money to be paying what a lot of people consider right now the third or fourth best receiving option on this team. He's definitely the number 3 wide receiver besides Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and he's probably the 4th best receiving option behind both of those guys and Bucs tight end O.J. Howard. But you have a lot of wiggle room to work there. You're not paying any other wide receiver that much money besides Mike Evans. Chris Godwin, he's still on his rookie contract, and everybody below those top 3 guys, they're not making anywhere near that kind of money. So I think you could hypothetically make the money work if you have a situation kind of like what the Buccaneers did with the tight end Cameron Brate, where you give him a contract that runs out right along the lines of whenever Chris Godwin's rookie contract runs out. So for the tight end situation, Cameron Brate's guaranteed-ish money is going to run out around the same time O.J. Howard's rookie tight end contract is going to run out. We could see a similar situation here at the wide receiver position. Keep Adam Humphries at $8 million a season or less. He might take less, who knows, but only have it be a 2 or 3 year contract and give yourself the opportunity to readdress this situation in a couple of years whenever Chris Godwin's contract is up and Adam Humphries' contract is run out as well. Now, you do obviously run the risk of losing both guys, but I think it's a risk well worth taking, simply because it really doesn't lock you into anything super long term. I mean, I guess you could still hypothetically sign him into a long-term deal, be it a 5-year deal, whatever you want to call it, and then just have it be a very similar contract to what Cameron Brate is working with, but I feel that would be a really, really nice scenario that could really keep all these really nice pieces together. Because at the end of the day, Adam Humphries, he is a valuable wide receiver. He has the chemistry with Jameis Winston. He has good hands. He runs good routes. He's just an overall good wide receiver, and it's definitely starting to come more to light this season, especially that not only has he been a really true unsung hero for this team, he's also starting to show up a little bit more as an overall leader as well. He's been very versatile. He's been returning punts, he's been returning kicks, and he's been a receiver. The guy has been, you know, one of the best players the Buccaneers have had the past couple of years on the offensive side of the ball, and I think really in terms of the overall general team, he's been one of the best additions that Jason Licht has made, and I can really see Jason Licht really gunning hard to re-sign Adam Humphries. I don't think it's going to be a situation here in Tampa Bay where it's going to be whatever Bruce Arians says goes, kind of like what's going on with the Raiders and John Gruden. I think there's going to be a lot of give and take from Jason Licht and from the Glazers, and I think pretty much everybody in the organization is going to want to keep Adam Humphries, all things considered, and that's why I think that a deal is going to get done, and I think that Adam Humphries is going to stay. I know $8 million, that's a lot of money, and I know there are different options out there, such as former Arizona Cardinals and Baltimore Ravens wide receiver John Brown, who has played for Bruce Arians in the past. But I just think that Adam Humphries is going to be one of the better wide receivers available, regardless of the free agents that are out there. I think he's one of the top guys, and I know that might be a little bit biased, but if you go look at the numbers, Adam Humphries has been able to do a ton of work for this team, and I think that that is very undeniable. But I want to know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section below. Do you think Adam Humphries is going to stay? And would you pay him $8 million a season, or would you rather say, you know, Adam, you've done a lot of good for this team, but it's time to go? Would you rather have him go off into free agency? I think if he went off into free agency, he'd probably join the New England Patriots. I've been thinking that for 2.5 years now, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but that's just me. I think everybody is going to go to the Patriots at one point or another. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this entire situation down in the comment section below. The next person on my list of people to take a look at, I believe it is actually Donovan Smith. So that one is definitely going to be an interesting topic to talk about as well. A lot of these guys are going to be very polarizing, very divided topics. So let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.